We get better at what we do when we get better at who we are. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 1132 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. And this message is dedicated to Josh Kerr. You can get a free copy of my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com. Here's the upgrade. You may want a better performance, but upgraded thinking builds a better performer. Here's the story. On July 18th in London, a Scotsman named Josh Kerr ran a mile in 3 minutes and 42.66 seconds. He broke the previous world record, a record that had stood untouched since 1999. 27 years that number sat there looking permanent. It didn't fall in a moment, though. It fell in a system. Months earlier, Kerr didn't quietly hope. He announced it. He named it Project 222. 222 seconds, which is 3 minutes and 42 seconds. He said the number out loud, in public, before he had any right to. Then he built the man who could run it. 16 specialists, coaches, a nutritionist, a chef, a mental coach, strength trainers. His physiologist was his mom. He trained at altitude in Albuquerque and slept in an altitude chamber at home. He sat in ice baths, timed to exactly 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Not 5 minutes, not 10, 3:42. So that when the pain came on race day, his body already knew how long it had to hold. He wasn't practicing running. He was practicing being someone who does not flinch for 222 seconds. He didn't even run more miles than his competitors, 60 to 70 a week, less than most. But every session was specific. Every recovery day was on purpose. He wasn't grinding harder. He was training smarter. And when the gun went off, the home crowd screaming, he didn't have to hope it would work. He just had to be who he had already become. Now here's the question for you. What's your mile? What's the number in your life that's been sitting there looking permanent? Whatever it is, you don't get there by wanting it more. Here are 4 lessons from Josh you can apply to anything you're trying to get better at. 1, make it public. Even if it's one person you tell, there's something magical about declaring a bold goal out loud. 2, build a team. Everyone needs a coach. It might be for one narrow piece of what you're doing. They don't have to be involved in your whole life. There's someone out there who can help. 3, build the mindset. That's the first victory. Don't neglect the battle in your mind. And 4, build the system. Life is not a talent game, it's a system game. Train smart, not just hard. Most days, the quality of the training matters more than the quantity. And every time you become a little better version of the person you were, you're breaking a record. The better story to tell yourself is, I'm not chasing the record, I'm becoming the person who breaks it. Go name your Project 222 today. Tell me a story of a record you're ready to break to fromchadsmith@gmail.com and send someone a text and ask them, what's the one goal you'd name out loud if you weren't afraid to miss it?